The next tool, and the last tool we want to talk about in this discussion, is the Embedded Event Manager, EEM. This is so powerful. We're going to just scratch the surface in our discussion of what it can do, but in general it does this. We can say we want to watch for certain events to happen, and we can say if then. If this event happens, take this response. Let me give you a couple of examples. Here we're creating an EEM applet that we're calling config started. Now this is the name that we came up with. This is not a special Cisco iOS keyword, but we're watching for an event. The event that we're watching for is a Cisco iOS CLI pattern. If somebody types in configure terminal, ding, 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 we've got a match. By the way, you might be asking, does a shortcut work? What if I do conf T? Is that counted? Yes, it matches shortcuts as well. And we're saying if somebody types in configure terminal, we want to respond by creating a couple of syslog messages of different severity levels. We've got a critical and we've got informational. One message is going to say change mode or configuration mode was entered. Change control policies apply. Authorized access only. And then at the bottom of the screen, you can see verification that is what happens. Somebody types in configure terminal, it fires off that event, or that event is matched, and it creates two syslog messages. We can even see the severity levels differ for those syslog messages. And the last example of EEM says that we've got an interface, Fast Ethernet 0/0, that we never want anybody to ever shut down. In fact, we're watching for a syslog output on our screen that looks like this, that says that Fast Ethernet 0/0 just went down. We can say, if anybody ever shuts this down, notice it was administratively shut down. If anybody does that, what are we going to do in response? We're going to give a bunch of commands. We're going to go into the CLI in the background. EEM is going to do this. It's going to say enable, configure terminal. It's going to go into interface configuration mode for Fast Ethernet 0/0, and it's going to do a no shutdown. It's going to say, oh, no, you don't. You're not shutting down this interface. It's going to administratively bring it back up, and then it's going to generate a syslog message and says, yeah, this was brought back up via EEM. And we see evidence that that's what's happened here. Somebody has shut down, administratively shut down this interface. That matches the event we were looking for, and we're going to foil that attempt. We're going to change it back to up, and we're going to indicate that this interface was brought back up thanks to the Embedded Event Manager.